Watch your asses. Reports show hunters are in the area.
Sure thing.
Hello everyone, this is Giggle Geezer with a channel update / commentary. The gameplay you're watching right now is of course yours truly. For my first loadout, I start with Reviver 1 because that's all I can afford, Sharpshooter 3 to win those gun battles, and Covert 2 to be aggressive. Getting an early feel on how good the opposition is.
Downed one.
I find that when the opponents skip the first box, they tend to be much better players than your average lobby. As you can tell, my shooting is mediocre at best. I'm certainly not the best player on our team. This team is slow out of the gate.
Someone get over and help me.
I bailed because of the bomb toss there. With me are Soto and Relentless Gino. We are communicating. We have one random. I didn't think much of this game before it launched because Gino crashed our lobby. I don't know if I was in a good mood or not, so I just didn't even bother recording on the Elgato, which is why you won't hear comm chatter in this game. So this is just strictly from the PS4. Alright, so apparently they told me I had a little bit of time on the first revive, or maybe they told me not to go for it, but I went for it anyway. I got lucky on that. Reviver 1.
I can't see.
Got lucky on the one burst there. Out of ammo. So obviously I knew I was going to die, so I'll go for the execution. Second loadout. I craft as much as possible. I've added Explosion Expert since I tend to be throwing more on this loadout. You may have noticed in my game playing style that I'm always picking up the rear. I think of myself as a support player, a gift. I usually run Reviver. I'm just not good enough to be up front taking on somebody who has a 2.25 KD or whatever.
One less hunter to worry about.
I've had a few complaints from fans that my uploads consist of myself or my team getting our asses kicked, which is true. Soda tells me here that the opponent's backed off, so I'm a little aggressive.
Lucky you got my back.
I'm more inclined to upload games where it's a close contest for whatever reason, and this one is no exception. But due to somewhat popular demand, I'm going to just show one where I perform very well. It's a fluke game, never to be repeated, so don't expect this going forward.
That's one down. Look out.
Execution denied. Third loadout, your classic FN. Reviver 3, Sharpshooter 3, First Aid. I try and get to this loadout as quickly as possible. I don't always make it to this loadout. Sometimes I get stuck on my second one if I'm not doing well, or if I don't die, which is always good. It's 4 versus 3. However, since our random goes 1-1-6, you could just consider it a 3 versus 3 at this point. Going forward, expect more The Last of Us content. And seeing as how I recently passed the 600 subscriber mark, I've decided to open up the channel to do commentaries on your gameplay. What I'm looking for in your submissions for commentary, not that I'm all that great at it, but I've had a few requests. Obviously you're going to send me a game that you've done well on. The game that you send me needs to be a loss. I'm not going to look at wins. I'm just going to automatically delete those games. Don't even bother sending me a game that your team won. I want games that your team lost, despite your best efforts.
Look, a hunter.
Number 2, I want your game to be completely unedited. No fast forwarding, no cuts. And this is where I do a little bit of dodging, and I'm saved by Gino. Look at that headshot. With the military. Nice. Alright, here's a bad move by Geezer. I really thought that maybe my team was behind me, so I played it super aggressive. I think I get the down here.
Downed one.
But nobody's there to back me up. I really should have just went for the revive instead of that nonsense.
Need some help here.
Now I'm looking at the board and I'm realizing how poorly my team is performing. So I go to my last man standing loadout. I don't have Reviver. This is just Covert and Lone Wolf. And a purchasable. Because at this point I think, you know, we're not going to win. I might be the last one standing, so I definitely want Covert. I'm going to triage games. The shorter games that I receive will get pushed to the front of the list.
One less to worry about.
If you send me a game that is 14 minutes long and I get 3 submissions that are 10 minutes, 8 minutes, and 5 minutes, I'm going to start with the 5-minute one. Your long game will get pushed to the end of the list until I make it through the list.
That's one down.
The way to get your game to me is just do late joins. You can do interrogation or supply raid or even survivors, but do parties allowed, solo.
Okay, got it.
You'll end up in a late join game, and when you put up good numbers and your team loses, that's what I'm after.
Target down.
I don't know why this day in particular my shots were on, but they were. Here I tell Soto to go ahead and take my kill so he doesn't get revived.
Okay, got it. Down one.
I really do enjoy the Spectre. I don't believe Zombie Killer could have had that one. He was already less than half health. His numbers aren't that great this game. I'm going to do one commentary a month. So they will be named, you know, March, April, May. Yeah, he should have kept the pressure during that exchange. He could have had me. Iron Wolf would say here, he knows what's up.
That's one down. Let's smoke him out. One less to worry about.
Now we are up by 1.
Target down. Hold on. I can patch you up. Nice. Nice.
I wanted the spin shiv, that just didn't work.
Finish. Move out. They're down to their last group.
When I checked the board at this point, I was like, oh, I am doing well. I was just too busy to notice beforehand. Here is the email address to send your game to. Upload it to YouTube, and I will download it and do the commentary.
Uniform!
It can be housed at my channel or yours. It doesn't really matter to me. It's funny because despite the three of us being there, this guy gets away. Now a 3 versus 2. Our random just had a 6th death. Beautiful throw by Soto. Cover blown by Soto, thank you. At this point, the three of us are constantly communicating what's going on and when to move forward and all that kind of stuff. Soto's very cautious about losing me. He keeps telling me to pull back, as does Gino. I think about rushing in there, but I don't. I get worried about Gino here in just a second. You'll hear why. You got popped twice by that one.
Okay, got it.
Got a rifle over there. Take point. I gotta patch myself up. Look out! Smoke bomb.
And then at this point, I'm getting a more aggressive. I'm ready. Gino takes out the bomb for me. And we start discussing when to move in. I'm waiting for their cue. And it's showtime.
Firefly, watch yourself.
There we go. That was for AWOL. 16-13 AWOL. You wanted 15, so there you go. This zombie killer with a 116. Unfortunately, there weren't any zombies on the opposing team, so maybe that's why he didn't do so well. And Soto, one of our better shooters, going 447. Great job, Soto. Thanks for watching, guys, and thank you to my 611 subscribers and growing. No complaints. I really don't deserve 600 based on my skill level. I don't expect it to grow much more than this, but if it does, I'll be happy with that as well.
That's a girl, dude. Let's go again. Let me start off from the beginning.